Joining us is Micah Curry, the Associate Investment Director of Fidelity Personal Investing, to run through some of the papers. Yes, she's back. And we've got a story here in the Financial Times. This is about Chinese buyers, and they're looking to feed their insatiable desire for meat. Their diets are changing. And there are some concerns, aren't there, from companies and countries as to whether or not that's going to affect their own food security.
That's right. So this article is very much focused on Australia's land and China moving in there to increase dairy, cattle farms, dairy, and it very much is a symptom of this rising middle class. So as their wealth increases, diets change. We know the Chinese consumers always had an appetite for pork, but really the move is to vineyards, seafood, dairy factories, and it really is about food security and foreign ownership. Those are the two main issues.
Okay, now I want to talk about this story which caught my attention today in the Moscow Times. An individual who's used crowdfunding to raise money to buy a satellite. Why?
Well, the reason is he wants to prove that the Apollo aircraft did actually land on the moon. So there are lots of conspiracy theories over whether this actually happened. In Russia, that's right.
The Americans didn't land on the moon.
That's right.
They made it up.
And he wants to use crowdfunding, and he's actually got some money together to prove this. And there's also a science aspect to this. Look at the water on the poles of the moon. What I do find interesting is the power of crowdfunding. The online communities can raise money. I mean, I read an article this week that in London, 12 projects a day fund on crowdfunding sites, projects.
It is incredible. I mean, he managed to raise 1 million rubles in 5 days, which in dollars is something around about $15,000. But still, he has a lot more to go, a long way to go in order to get his satellite.
Interesting story, and it shows that the crowdfunding sector can't be ignored.
And just really quickly, Micah, Christine Lagarde, the Wall Street Journal, of course, the IMF meeting's underway in Peru, and it's talking about whether she's going to go for a second term as leader of the IMF or not.
That's right. So Christine Lagarde is regarded as one of the most powerful women in the world. The question now, as her term comes to an end, is she going to put herself up for re-election of the IMF, or is she going to re-enter French politics? And that really is interesting. She took over the IMF at quite a difficult time. She steered it through the financial crisis, through the Greek debt, the Greek debt negotiations, and its image within emerging markets. So she's done a lot of good work. The question now is, what's next?
Christine Lagarde, Angela Merkel, Janet Yellen, all these powerful women. That's business live.
I'm saying nothing. That is business live. We've got plenty more business news throughout the day on the live page and on World Business Report.
See you soon. Thanks for your company. Bye-bye.